Hi, my name is Rodney Coleman. I'm from Spartanburg, South Carolina. I just want to touch base on the Kevin Durant situation. I don't think he was wrong for leaving, but I think it was wrong for him leaving and going to a team that's not necessarily a rival, but a team that really stood in their way of getting to the championship this year. They were up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors, and 3 times, they failed to close that series out. Not saying it's Kevin Durant's fault. It's Russell Westbrook's fault as much as anybody else on that team. But Kevin Durant took a lot of very questionable shots that Game 6, shots that I've never seen him take. So for him to leave a championship caliber team that was built around him and another star in Russell Westbrook, to go to an even better championship caliber team, to a younger team, to a very young team that will probably spend the remainder of their careers together, and who already has arguably the 3 of the top 15 players in the league on their roster. Now you put him on and that makes 4, and this team can really go down as the greatest shooting team ever in history.
Listen, man, Kevin Durant made the best decision possible for himself and his future. The goal of being in the NBA is winning championships. If you're not winning championships, what are you doing? Oklahoma City clearly has chemistry issues and is spearheaded by Russell Westbrook and his selfish behavior and just falling apart down the stretch and his lack of point guard ability and initiative down the stretch. Kevin Durant went to play with a friend, Steph Curry, just like LeBron James went to play with a friend in Dwayne Wade. What's the big deal here? Kevin Durant, hope he win 4 rings straight. Dynasty time. Let's get it.
The Durantula, Slim Reaper. How about a new nickname for Kevin Durant? Coward. Because letting someone else fight your fights for you by going to Golden State, that is the definition of cowardice. What he has done is beneath a superstar level player in any sport, let alone basketball. It makes LeBron's decision look good in comparison. And on top of everything else, what he has done is started a nuclear arms race in the NBA, where the weak teams will get nothing but weaker, and every player will try to consolidate themselves onto a handful of teams. Not standing by your team is one thing, but he's also not standing by Russell Westbrook. I think in the NBA, there is something that I like to refer to as the Barkley syndrome. It's when NBA players do not want to come to the end of their career and not win a title and think they don't want to be the next Charles Barkley, the player who didn't win a ring, the best player in the world who never won a ring. And I think that he is so hungry for that gold that he is willing to give up his allegiances to Russell Westbrook and to the fans and just side with whoever gives him the best chance to win instead of doing what a former MVP of the league should do. And that's win on their own.
And just like that, welcome to Enough of the BS podcast. We're going to be talking about KD again. We actually talked about it last week, but somehow this wonderful app lost the show.
Wow. But we can get it in. It's a good topic.
Yeah, it's a real good topic.
Yeah.
Very good topic.
Good topic.
But welcome to the show. Welcome to Enough of the BS podcast. I hope you know by now. You're now rocking with Tyler, and this is my brother, Josh.
Yes,
Josh, what's good? How was your week?
I'm chilling, man. It was pretty good. How about you, bro?
Pretty good, man. Have you seen Power? I know Charles pushing the issue. Don't watch Power.
Don't watch
either.
it, dog.
Could care less.
Yeah.
Sorry, 50. Anyways, we got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of changes, a lot of breaking news, a lot of news to come that I'm not going to share with you guys as of yet, but it's coming. Just trust and wait on me. One of the news is we now have a studio to record out of. We're not recording out of it today. We're still in Studio Purple, which is my daughter's room. But due to a friend that I met, through another friend, Ricky, we're now going to be working with this guy that we call JJ. He is the owner of Goofy Entertainment, and he has a studio. And he blessed us with studio time and our own recording space.
Take it.
Man, it is an absolute blessing. So JJ, if you're listening, thank you so very much, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
We cannot wait to join your talented team that you have over there. I actually listened to a couple of his artists, and they're pretty good. And gonna get them on the show and just have one big happy family up under the umbrella, because really that's what it's all about. Also, we're gonna be having an official introduction, not one, but two. We typically do 2 shows every week. So we're going to have a different intro for each show. One is going to be by a local rap artist by the name of Charles Clark. The other is a local rap artist by the name of Al Harris. If you guys are local, I'm sure you heard of the both. And we are excited to get them on board with Enough with the BS. And, man, we're going to keep this thing rocking.
Let's go.
But off to KD, the man.
Yes, he is.
The myth, the liar. He's an absolute liar.
No.
He lied to the entire
No, he didn't. What did he lie about?
state of Oklahoma.
What did he lie about?
We're going to break it down momentarily.
Sure.
We're going to break it down. But before we get into the significance of the move and how this impacts KD legacy, how this impacts OKC, how does this impact Russell Westbrook, I just want to get your thoughts on the move. Good move, bad move?
It was a great move.
Great move.
I don't see anything wrong with it. He was a free agent. You played with a ball-dominant point shooting guard in Russell Westbrook. And, I mean, he want to win. I mean, we bash him if they don't win. We bash him if they leave, just like you bash Melo because he doesn't want to leave. I know you hate Melo. I know. And all New Yorkers would hate him too.
Melo doesn't even deserve to be in this conversation.
I like Melo.
I don't.
mean, he's gonna come looking for you, and
that's fine, man. Melo can catch these hands. If I can
I
reach him, I know he's 6'8".
Melo, I didn't say anything about you.
Melo, I love you, man. Let's pause. With all the recent events going on in America, I don't condone any type of violence whatsoever. Melo, what I meant by catching these hands, I meant a nice little game of patty cake.
No, you didn't.
You're
very upset with Melo.
Patty cake.
You're very upset with Melo, but it's okay. But like you said,
Honey Nut Cheerios,
Oh, he's really gonna come for you now. No, Melo, I love you. You're my favorite player. I love the Knicks. Not really, but
yeah. This is off subject. I used to be the biggest Carmelo Anthony fan.
I am. I didn't mess with Denver and New York, but I love Melo.
I loved him in Denver.
I mean, I'm not a Denver Nugget fan, but I love Melo. Yeah, like I love his game.
Anybody can you can fact check this on me and ask my brother Adam Jones. I was the only one to pick, and I know I say this a lot, but I was the only one to pick Syracuse in that NCAA tournament.
Yeah, because
I was such a big Carmelo Anthony fan. I loved him at Denver. I hate the New York Knicks Carmelo Anthony. He's completely different.
But I mean, like you said,
but back to Kevin Durant.
I mean, we bash him if they stay, we bash him if they leave. Melo, I mean, KD did what he had to do, and if you look at it, Golden State.
Whoa. Time out.
Okay.
He did what he had to do.
Yes.
Which is
okay. The Golden State Warriors. Who was their 3 guard or 3?
It was Harrison Build-A-House Barnes.
Yes, Harrison Trashman Barnes. Yes. Would you say he's the weakest position in their starting lineup, correct?
I would say the center position.
No, Bogut played a role. He did what he played.
Barnes played a role.
No,
until the
he's
finals.
supposed to hit shots, wide open shots, and he didn't do it. Bogut did what he had.
I would say shots. Regular season Harrison played more of a significant role.
He was their weakest link all season long.
In the playoffs, he absolutely was the weakest link.
He's the weakest link.
Absolutely.
And what position does Kevin Durant play?
He plays small forward.
Exactly.
Now, I don't see absolutely nothing wrong with the move by Golden State. I think that's genius on their behalf. But Kevin Durant, you being the superstar player that you are, you being up 3-1 on this Golden State Warrior team with the opportunity to close the series out, but you being a superstar, you failed to get the job done.
It's not all his fault. He's
a superstar. It's absolutely his fault.
Well, somebody else
you are the star of the team.
Somebody else thinks they're the star of that team as well.
We're going to get on Westbrook in a second. But And I always use this analogy by being a former store manager, and lo and behold, you was my assistant manager.
Yeah.
If we wouldn't meet those numbers at Journey's Kids,
Yeah.
who would Pam come to and say, you need to get the job done?
It was you.
It was absolutely me.
Yes.
Now, if I'm off, then who would she come to?
It would be me.
It would be second in charge.
Yes.
Who is the man on the Oklahoma City Thunder?
I mean, I get you.
Even though he thought he was the man,
Exactly.
who was considered the superstar of the? Who's the store manager of OKC?
It's supposed to be Durant, but
It was Kevin
it's
Durant.
supposed to be.
So
but,
when you are the man in charge,
yeah,
you are the superstar,
yeah.
and your team is up 3-1.
But
it is absolutely your fault that
Like,
you
no.
didn't get rid of the Golden State
in
Warriors.
that situation, I knew my role. I knew I was number 2. Like, I didn't think I was number 1. Westbrook think he's number 1. Like, if I was calling Pam every day and reporting the numbers and doing all this extra stuff and sending her emails and all of that, no, I didn't do that. Westbrook thinks he's the man. So, like, you can't have 2 alpha males like that. Like you said, Michael and Scotty, they knew who the man was. You couldn't have two Michaels and Scotties. And people say Mike would never left because Scotty knew his role. Westbrook don't know his role.
Westbrook
That's
knows
just
his
it.
role.
He doesn't know his role.
He stepped back, but I don't blame this on Westbrook. The reason why they lost. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I've called Westbrook the dumbest point guard in the NBA years after years, and I still to this day believe that the boy. I don't care.
But-
the boy's dumb when it comes to basketball
I mean,
IQ.
he
He
wraps
doesn't
up.
make smart plays.
I
He's
get
a
you. I feel
freaking
that.
train wreck
Yeah.
that can't be stopped.
Yeah, it's a low.
But the fact is, he doesn't know when to pump the brakes, and
Yeah.
he's forever falling off the rails.
But how does he get all these triple doubles and stuff like that?
Easily, the guy's a freak of an athlete.
Okay.
But you don't have to be smart to get triple doubles.
And he racks up the assist quarters 1 through 3. Fourth quarter,
Absolutely. I
he's
mean,
going in.
if you kicking out to a Kevin Durant,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me that's an automatic 5 assists a game,
Yeah,
easily.
that's true. That is true.
Guaranteed 5 assists a game. But the beef that I have with Kevin Durant, I don't blame him for going to another team after 9+ years at OKC, giving it your all.
Yeah. He
I
did.
understand if you got a teammate who thinks he's the man and maybe you're bumping heads. I understand that decision.
Mhm.
The fact that you were up 3-1 on this team,
It happens.
this does not
It
happen.
happens. I mean, hey,
Absolutely
they
not.
lost because they didn't have Kevin Durant.
You were up 3-1
Yeah.
on this team.
Yeah.
You being the NBA superstar, Kevin Durant, it was your fault. The reason why Oklahoma City lost that Western Conference Finals game because of your turnovers in the fourth quarter and your disappearing act that you had, Mr. Magic.
No, I mean Golden State.
He disappeared.
Golden.
But you being up 3-1 with the opportunity to beat Golden State,
Yeah, yeah.
then leaves Oklahoma City to join the team that just beat you,
I mean, they needed. Kevin
and they got
Durant.
better.
They
got
did.
Oladipo. I
No,
love
not
that.
that
I love
bad.
that pick.
I mean, it's okay.
At the 2 guard, that's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
upgrade over
I mean,
Waiters.
like you said, it definitely is, and it takes the ball out of Westbrook's hands, so he doesn't always have to have the ball because Oladipo is a good playmaker.
I don't have no respect for the move.
I mean, Golden State did the same thing Oklahoma did. They blew a 3-1 lead because they didn't have Kevin Durant. If they had Kevin Durant, they would have closed it out.
I mean, but
And then-
Jesus Christ, you go 7-3-9. What else do you need?
And I mean, people act like Golden State is this made up, mashed up super team. They're not.
You know,
They
built
drafted
their
all
team
of
the
it.
correct way.
Exactly. They built the team the correct way. They didn't go and pull Melo and Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul and LeBron and
Yeah,
put them all
they didn't
together.
pull the Miami Heat.
No,
and that's
they
why
did
I
it the right
don't.
way.
I have no beef with Golden State
I
whatsoever.
have no beef with KD
But
doing that.
Kevin Durant, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's just like Jordan, and I hate comparing everything to Jordan,
Okay.
so I won't. I say Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm,
That's like Isaiah Thomas saying, you know what, I can't beat Larry Bird, so I'm about to go sign with the Boston Celtics.
And I got you on that. Like you said, Isaiah had Dumars. Dumars knew his role. Like you said, if Dumars thought he was Isaiah Thomas, he damn
So
right he would
you
have
think it's a
bolted
matter
up.
of KD
Yes,
just leaving
I think
because
it's because of Westbrook.
Westbrook didn't know his
That's
role?
just it. Because Westbrook doesn't know his role.
I think It's the average modern day athlete.
No.
If you can't beat them,
no,
let's
it's,
join them.
It's what the new NBA is.